I dig? Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. To throw is Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Check. He's checking. Crash.
And he'll throw right away. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Let him know.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen now looks to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Alert! Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Mike 55, go.
And again, it's Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Go, go, go. Switch.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Get ready.
Allen gonna go on 4th down. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
All day, every day, any day. 58.
This is Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper, and he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Here we go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Prescott now from the 50. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Big stop.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find John Brown. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Right there in the middle, 55, 56, 56. Get wide. Middle. We got double up.
Throwing on first down is Allen, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. 3 bucks.
Throwing again. Allen flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Nothing here.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing is Allen on third. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. He's back to throw here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Right there. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58's the mic. Better bring it. You better bring it. Let me know right now.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So that'll back him up 5.
Day.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Brady now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there.
And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
That might be it right there. I think that's the lucky one, y'all.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here I come again.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
We better not.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
One play at a time. Here we go.
Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 58 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young, hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young, hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The Browns kicker, Cody Parkey, all set, and off we go from First Energy Stadium.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
On first down, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Let's go.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 50 300. 50 300. I'm coming after you.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. We're scoreless after 1. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer 1st. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Check, 93's the Mike. 93's the Mike.
Yeah, let's go 7.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try again with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Nothing. They don't get nothing.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check. Run. Check 3. Hey, alert.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 180. Watch the twist.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 58 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
58's the money. I'm trying to collect.
1st down, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, 27 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. Buying time to his left.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, 88.
To throw again, Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught left side by Funchess. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Inside. 56, right there, 56. There we go, 56, the mark, boys, 56. Check, 56. Time to go, right now.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go again. Pistol. Alert flare.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 68 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Check, 93's the limit. Check, 93's the mic.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking deep for Adams. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
31's the mic. Let's go.
Following the interception, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson.
Let's go. Interception. Come on, boy. Come on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Mayfield flush to his right. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
319. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Change to 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to look. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 41 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point try now for Crosby. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary, his second sack of the night. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because They were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Jamie Gillen down as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Austin. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. On the 50. 56, Mike, 56.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Pass incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers have moved out in front. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone. Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. A first down throw for Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. There he goes left side.
Ain't doing nothing.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. pick 'em. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down, it's Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. By 56, by 56. All day, dog.
And a give this time to the tailback. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Check. Fresno.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have moved out in front. And a huge touchdown there, Charles, to put them ahead at the 2-minute mark.
What a great finish we've got ahead of us. Let's see if the other team can answer.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here I come.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle of Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Mayfield finding Beckham and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Run. 51. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Mayfield to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Check 93. Here we go.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Rodgers throwing here. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Second and 7.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this, but I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. think I'm joking. This for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find you. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's 'cause I worked out good. I'm ready to race. No, don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. I'm the first lady, stunner crew, running nation. Pick it up, watch me pick it up. In my hands, on my knees, I've been down and pick it up. Kylie Jenner lips, J-Lo in the hips. Y'all sitting on the bleachers on the first draft pick. Playing with your feelings, can't have me. Get left like D, I did the Cassie. Blah, 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 'cause I already won. This is B4 language, we ain't coming from a bum.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Hey, that wide, 80. It's coming this way, Here we go. 44, Mike, 44. Watch the screen.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Watch the pass. Here we go. 44, Mike, 44. Strip that ball. Hey, Alabama. All right, here we go. Pick it.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Wait, 20. 44's Mike. Check. Let's go. Deuce. 450.
Brady now on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brady to throw again. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. So first possession, fourth and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
I like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And he'll throw right away. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
44, 44, Mike, 44. Squeeze, double. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. 44 is the Mike. Check. And let's get this. 44 is the Mike. Check Mike. Hey, 66. 44, Mike, 44. Watch the run. Get him!
Throwing again. Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check. Hey, goal 66. 44 is the Mike. Go Bandit.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First and goal, Kelly. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Complete to Kelly. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, that worked out perfectly. The holder took the ball and found his man wide open for a pass and a score on a fake field goal. I love that play.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Goal 50. What he hit?
On first down, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Mike's Popo. Now watch run, watch run. Rip. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. Danny. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Let's make it regular.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Dig in, let's go.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Lady. Value 3. Value 3. Come. Louis.
Goff now to throw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Looking for Woods that time, but it's going to be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
58, boys. 58. Mark. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now a first down throw. Gone. That's taken in. Complete to Reynolds. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Target. Switch. Check 37.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 19-yard line. It's a gain of 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
crunch. We are going. Switch gears. Where's twist?
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice play.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch twist.
This is Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Good job, D. Good job, D. That's right. Mike 51. Plant. 51. Let's go. 26. It's our time.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Goff, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Third and long. It's Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rodgers now to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
What you got, huh? 180. Here we go,
Out of the gun. Goff. Flush to his right. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Like 20. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, D. Anxious.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Goff and Tyler Higbee hooking up. And the Rams have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Troy Hill picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Escaping the pressure right. Right side complete. That's Woods. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. The connection there, Goff to Cooper Kupp. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Man, they ain't got a chance, cuz. They ain't got a chance.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Show it in. Show it in. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 49.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Jim.
Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's complete to Lewis. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Let's go one more. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Let's go. 58, right over there, Hold on. Check.
Here's Goff. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Goff and Tyler Higbee hooking up. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Keep playing.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them, roar around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Let's go.
That one goes for 24 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rodgers again now. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Packers are back within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts.
Get off the
They
field.
have to be aggressive here.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Goff going to throw it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.